We are here with a really wonderful guest today. We're very excited. I am Dana Shaw here with my daughter, Destiny Crane, and we're part of the Xtreme Barrel Race. And Darcee Sheperd, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Darcee Sheperd. I live in Levan, Utah. It's right in the central part of Utah. I teach 6th grade science. I've never outgrown 12th grade. 19 years there in 6th grade.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
How long have you been barrel racing?
Since I was 12. That's a lot of years.
Yeah. Since 6th grade.
Yeah. I told you I never outgrew 6th grade. That's why I teach that age.
That's good. That's the start of everything wonderful in this 6th grade.
Or not.
Yes. That's true. Big choices are made those preteen years.
Very true.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, from 12 on, what events you participated in and some of your accomplishments. I know we first met during high school rodeo days, and
because we're birthday buddies.
We are birthday buddies.
Yes. I didn't grow up with horses. We never had horses till I was 8. We lived in Salt Lake, and I was horse crazy. Begged, pleaded, finally got horses and learned to ride. My parents sold their house. We were in Taylorsville up by Salt Lake Community College, and they sold their house and moved out to South Jordan, and then we got the horses at the house. And so I just started in 4-H there. We didn't have like everything that there is now growing up in the early 90s. So it's definitely changed a lot. So we started with 4-H, and then high school rodeoed. Wasn't a barrel racer really in high school rodeo. The night before my first high school rodeo as a freshman, my really good barrel and pole horse actually broke his leg while I was riding him. And so I was left with a 4- and 5-year-old colt that I had just shown the show events with, and we went with it. Wasn't pretty, but we went with it. So
there's always a start, and 4-H is such a good foundation.
I think the horsemanship part of it, especially when I went through, was huge, and that knowledge, like you said, with the tests. And I'm kind of a book nerd, so
you probably did really good on the test.
Several hundreds,
Blue ribbons always on the test, right?
Pretty much.
So you have a last name definitely is a rodeo name.
Definitely a rodeo name. I married into a rodeo family.
How did you meet your husband?
So this is really funny, and he will laugh, and he still thinks it's funny and rubs it in almost 20 years later. My best friend had a crush on his older brother. And so she'd always be like, hey, let's go talk to the Shepherds. I'm like, I don't talk to bull riders. Yeah.
No bull riders for you.
No bull riders. Yeah, no, I married him. Not the older brother, but my husband. So yeah. So we met. We went 4 years in high school rodeo. Never met each other. We were camped next to each other at the high school nationals. So that's how we met, and we were just really good friends through college, and then started dating 2nd year college rodeos. So.
And you have a young son.
Yep, just one. He's 12.
He's 12, same time.
I know, right?
Does he?
He's a 7th grader though this year. We survived me teaching him last year.
Does he like horses or bull riding?
He loves baseball and wrestling a little bit more. He does like the bull riding. He loves going to the rodeos. Does like the horses, but the arena's not his thing. He'd rather go up on the mountain hunting and that kind of stuff. So
you're always training young horses and getting them started. What's your favorite part about barrel racing? And maybe you can give some tips and tricks to the barrel racers that are watching out here.
I think I don't know, it's my inner school teacher that comes out. I love the training process with the horses. I love getting a good open horse, but the training process is super fun. I like them from not the first ride, because that's a little iffy, but about week 2, I like them from week 2 on. I enjoy the whole process from putting those first foundational steps in up into the competition run. It's something I really enjoy.
So what's the most important thing or tip that you can give to others that you feel helps to get the colts a good foundation.
A good foundation. And I think it's different for every single person because every single person rides a little different and likes a little different feel. I like them. I know they should be bridled up, but I don't care so much if I have their face, their chin tucked as much as I have their rib cage and can go side to side as much. I figure we'll stop, but I don't need them just face tucked down. I kind of like more side flexion on my horses. So I want them to move off my legs a lot and be soft to my legs.
What's the best horse you've ever ridden?
Best horse I've ever ridden is my mare 2 Rubles that I'm riding right now. She is a complete and total gift to me, and I fully recognize what she is. She is a tough, gritty sucker. She's slightly opinionated. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm riding her and we're both slightly opinionated. But she likes to do things her way. So sometimes it doesn't always work out well for us because you don't get to tell her what to do. She's just kind of in charge, for better or worse. But
she's fun to watch. Run into that first barrel and just eat it up.
Most times.
Yes.
Yes, most days.
Yeah.
So what would you, if you could go back to your 18-year-old self, what would you talk to that 18-year-old girl and give her advice with?
I think the biggest thing I've learned is not to be afraid to ask other people for help, and get some help from people who are winning or you feel like you ride like them, because that's super important. When I was first married, I rode with, and you remember my old dun horse, Hempstead Wolf, you probably remember him running up the wall in Salina before he turned the first barrel. But I spent a lot of time riding with Annie Rose, a lot of time, and she helped me a ton with him. And I think that we lose some of that in the barrel racing world. You don't go get help when you need help. And anytime you can build your horsemanship, I think it's a really, really good thing. And to treasure the horses you get to run, because you're not going to win every run. And